Hey everybody, this video is a little different than some of the others, mainly because we've mostly focused on the hardy citrus projects and the farm projects we have going on in North Carolina, which there will be plenty more updates to come with those. But just while we're here in New York, we did our hardy citrus update further that way in the yard, and I'll actually be covering the elderberry hopefully too. But right in front of me here, we have one of our favorite and fastest growing fig varieties, and this is an Atreano fig. So it's a green fig with a peachy interior, so kind of like a honey strawberry color. It tends to vary based on how cold it is when it ripens. The hotter it is, it tends to be more of an orangey and a peachy flavor, and when it's colder, it's more red and strawberry-like. And it's a large fig. It's not the strongest in flavor because it does have quite a bit of moisture inside the fruit, but the fruit are large and satisfying, and probably the first really good fig that we ever tried. So this was grown from a small cutting about the size of my finger. I think this is going on its third year now. In the first year, we planted it out here in the yard at the same time as we planted another small cutting in a pot. And the one in the pot grew a lot faster the first year and fruited as well, giving us lots of juicy fruits to taste test. While this one, I think it mostly just focused on root development the first year. It didn't grow very much more than maybe 2 feet tall over there. But by year 2, holy cow, this thing must have been 10 feet tall or so. It's sitting around 7 feet tall right now, but this thing had another 3+ feet on it before I hacked it back to propagate it to have some more trees at the North Carolina farm. But this is a very vigorous fig tree, probably the fastest growing one that we know of. It roots fairly easily, and the plant, I mean, its growth rate, once it's established, yeah, we saw about 10 feet in a year. And the thing is, now in this second year, it's all chopped back and it's kind of rounded out a bit. It's put out a lot more branches, and now it's starting to focus a little more on fig production. For those of you who know how figs are, those double bumps, one of those will be a fig, one of those will be a branch. So we went around on all these branches and tipped them just to ensure that our family here, and maybe when we visit next time, this will be loaded with the Atreano figs. So large green figs. There's actually, I think, a single Breba fig, so that first crop from last year's buds, right over here. So quite a small one there. But just while we're inside here too, I want you to see the size of this trunk. It is massive. I mean, it's super thick. When we planted it, it might have been that thick. And you're talking, just last year, it achieved most of this thickness. I mean, this year alone, it's mostly shooting out all these other branches, but this main trunk here established last year, and because we had such a mild winter, all of that top growth actually survived for the most part. I think we only had a little dieback on some of them, as we see in there, but not much. This fig tree did really good. And I just wanted to give it a little spotlight. I don't know if people talk about it too much. I've seen some talk about it in the forums, and I know there's a lot of fig experts out there who know a lot more than me about figs. But I gotta say, for a simple, reliable, large green fig that grows extremely fast, this has been our go-to. It's been one of our favorites, and I actually use it for grafting rootstock too. I have some Verdolino figs and some other rare varieties on Atreano rootstock, because it imparts that vigor to them and makes them grow so much faster and so much healthier. So this is one of my top rootstocks as well, besides just enjoying it as a tree itself. But I'm really happy to see it here next to the bananas and the grapevines that we got established there too, some wild Concord types. But it's doing really good, and hopefully we can get some footage and maybe even a little slice open of one of the figs from this tree so you guys can see the interior. I'm sure if you look it up, you'll find out some more information. There's several different variations of Atreano. I'm not sure exactly which one ours is, but we're very happy with it nonetheless. So just wanted to give it a little shout out here, a little video of its own. Our favorite fig here, just all around, it's a winner, and it looks incredibly healthy here. And just looks great with the scenery too. I mean, it really gives the yard a more tropical feel, having the bananas, figs, and all this going on. So hope you guys enjoyed just this little sneak peek. We got another exciting one coming up soon. I mean, just lots of fun updates this summer. I'm really excited to show you guys. So stay tuned for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.